Hey y'all, hope you're having a great day today. We are going to be dividing up what are we dividing up? We are dividing up a coral bell. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I just drew a blank there for a second. It is a coral bell that we purchased on clearance, and one of our most, I guess, watched videos thus far in the short time we've been doing Splendid Garden has been about some dianthus that we split up that we had gotten off clearance, and a lot of people thought they were not going to survive, and they have. And hopefully we'll get some feedback on this video as well. Okay, so what we've got is, so make sure you all see this, is a Carnival Plum Crazy coral bell, and it is a perennial in our area, zone 7B, and it was $14.98 originally, and with the little line marked through it at Lowe's, as you know, that means they are generally 50% off if they're above a certain price, and this one was. And really wasn't planning on buying any more coral bells, but I did not have this particular kind, this Carnival Plum Crazy. And before I separate it, you can see there's some definite, some of the leaves are pretty bad. Looks like they've been burned. We've been having some super hot weather in our area, and just want you to see that down in here there are, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to get 4 plants off of this. So what I'm going to do is just kind of separate a lot of the soil from the plant and gently kind of tease it apart as best I can. And like I said on our video that we did a few months ago back in the spring, seems like forever ago, we had a lot of controversy on me splitting some of the dianthus that we got. This one seems a little bit more clear cut as far as dividing it than the dianthus did. And you can just kind of shake that soil off there and keep working it to get some of the bigger clumps off. Yeah, you are going to be kind of disturbing some of the smaller roots and probably tearing some of them for sure, but you just want to keep it together as much as possible. And then I'm going to take my hori knife here and try and see what the best route for division. Sometimes you can just pull them apart. And I'm just trying to get a better look at the plant here. I definitely don't want to kill it. Probably will be some leaves that are sacrificed. Okay, there's the first separation. And just kind of gingerly shaking it apart, not to rip the trees or the leaves are kind of tangled together. So you see you've got the one plant there, quite a bit left on it. And then it looks like we've got 3 potential on the other. You just want to make sure that you're getting some of the nodule here. So I'm going to teasing the leaves apart. Plant 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to separate this one. This is probably going to cause a lot of controversy, but I'm going to split it. They actually came apart real easily. So they all have roots on them. They all have part of this nodule here at the bottom. So we got 4 plants out of this one clearance plant. Now we're just going to pot them up. I'm going to actually just take and reuse the soil for one of them, or part of it for one of them. It is nearing the end of August here in our area, and I wouldn't have done this if we weren't having a cool down this week. Definitely, if it was going to be, 100 degrees out all week, I probably would have waited a little longer. I'm going to tap it down. You don't have to fill your pot all the way up. This one is probably right here to the line. Because if these do well, I will probably root them out in my garden next year. And the reason I'm not going ahead and putting them out in the garden now is because it is August, and I do want to have a little bit of control on them as far as being able to keep them watered and in more of a shaded area. Obviously the coral bells prefer shade over direct sun. At least I think these do. I should probably read that, because I know there are some types of coral bells that actually do well in sun. So I probably should read the label on that, shouldn't I? I don't know if you actually saw me planting the first one, but again, just not going all the way to the top. You can if you want to, but not going all the way to the top of this pot. I do want to make sure that I'm standing it back up right, that it's not laying over. I'm actually going to put a little more soil on this one to get it to upright. So there's that one. Let's go back to this label right quick and let me read what it says. Deer resistant, easy care, heat tolerant, rich silver markings on purple foliage, nice mounding, 1 to 3 hours of morning sun. So yeah, definitely not a full sun plant by any means. So definitely keep that in mind when you're looking at potting up some coral bells, and take that into account with where you're going to be putting them. And so what I'm doing is just potting these up and using about the same pot size. This is a tray gallon that they came in, using some of the soil that they actually were here in as well. This is the one that had the least amount of roots left on it. Go ahead and take that dead leaf off. And you can see I've got the nodule there with a nice root. Just gonna plant it in there, making sure the root's in, making sure the plant is upright. Grab a little more soil. Packing it down pretty well. Packing it down, just make sure that you don't have any air pockets. And like I said, I'm not going to be planting these in the ground because of the time of the year. It's just so hot in our area. I'll either plant them later this fall, but more than likely I will wait till the spring. I'll keep them in the cattle panel greenhouse that we have until spring and see how they do. And I'm not going to really take any more leaves off. It looks like most of the ones that were dead, except this one here, I'll just go ahead and take. The rest of them I'm actually going to leave. They still have some green in them, although some of the leaf tips are kind of burned. Again, the reason behind that is because of the time of year. I want to let them get any kind of light they can through the leaves they have left. So we wound up with 4 of these, 4 nice sized plants, and the Carnival Plum Crazy Coral Bells, and we're going to put them in the greenhouse and we'll keep them kind of moist for the next few days, keep them watered in, and hopefully they will get a little bit better root establishment before the end of the season. And they are, like I said earlier, they are hardy in our area, so whether they stay in the pot, inside the high tunnel, I think they're going to be fine because they're not going to be out in snow or anything like that. So hopefully you all can look into some clearance plants at Lowe's. Not all clearance plants at Lowe's have been a success for me. I don't know if it would be 50-50. I've bought some that were really too far gone, but I tried to bring them home anyways because I got them for like $1. But some have made it, some have not. But hopefully these will. Thank you all and have a blessed day.